morning students. Now I am going to discuss about the next topic of class 12, chapter 11, that is alcohol, phenol and ether. The next topic is the cleavage of RO bond in ether. In the previous video, I have discussed about esterification reaction, how we can form esters, formation of ester, Williamson synthesis reaction and formation of ester from alcohol at 413 Kelvin temperature and etc. But now in this video, I am going to discuss about reactions taking place with ether. That is halogenation reaction, bromination reaction, nitration reaction, Friedel-Crafts alkylation or acylation reaction. These reactions are mainly electrophilic substitution in methoxyl or any sol we are going to discuss. So let's see. Cleavage of RO bond in ether. First, I am going to tell you that the ether is the least reactive elements or least reactive among functional group. Now, first point we are going to discuss in the cleavage of RO bond is that is with reaction with hydrogen halide. Reaction with hydrogen halide. The reaction of ether with hydrogen halide will take place under drastic condition or at a high temperature. This is ether. When it reacts with hydrogen halide, then this ROH will react with electrophile oxygen and it will form ROH, that is alcohol, and hydrogen RX, alkyl halide will form. When ether reacts with hydrogen halide, then ROH or alkyl halide, alcohol or alkyl halide will form. But it is taking place in excess of hydrogen halide. So again this compound, that is alcohol, when react with hydrogen halide, then ROH, then what we get? This OH and this H will form as water, remove as water molecule, and RX, alkyl halide, is formed as a product. So we see that a cleavage of RO bond in ether is take place here. The reaction of ether with hydrogen halide forms alcohol. But we know that we are supplying hydrogen halide in excess condition, therefore again the alcohol which is formed as a product is again react with hydrogen halide and then alkyl halide will form along with water molecule. Okay? In the same way, when phenol or when alkyl aryl ether, that is OR, react with hydrogen halide in excess condition, then what will form? This will form phenol. This will form phenol plus hydrogen halide. You have seen here that when ether react with hydrogen halide, this is alkyl ether, when react with hydrogen halide, alcohol or alkyl halide is formed. In the same way, when phenol, it is when alkyl aryl ether, it is in the aryl group, same as this. This is same, but this is an aliphatic ring and it is the etheren aryl ring. Therefore, when alkyl aryl ether reacts with hydrogen halide as seen here, then what will form? Phenol. Here alcohol is formed, but here phenol is formed because it is a benzene ring along with the formation of alkyl halide. Okay? And let's discuss about the mechanism of the formation of this alcohol or halide. इसका mechanism हम discuss करने वाले हैं. Mechanism. Suppose it is ether CS3O C2H5. Here both the group is of 1 degree primary ether. Here the alkyl group which is attached to ether is both is primary of 1st degree alkyl is attached in ether. When it reacts with hydrogen halide HX, suppose here X is I, then first step which take place is the protonation of ether. This H positive and this is I negative. This H positive will react with electrophile oxygen. Here it takes a lone pair of oxygen. So what will we form? CH3O, here H positive, C2H5. Protonation of ether will take place and I negative is removed as here. Understood? First step is the protonation of ether. Up now what will happen? This will, second step, I negative plus CH3OH C2H5. In the previous we have seen that when ether react with hydrogen halide, then alcohol and alkyl halide is formed. So we have to form here alcohol. Alcohol is formed as an alkyl halide. So let's see, this C2H5OH is removed as ethanol. First what will happen? It is formed as an intermediate. I negative will attach here with CH3, that is alkyl, O, C2H5 and H. This is an intermediate which is unstable, quite unstable, because here I is attached with CH3 and the whole thing is written here, and it is called an intermediate which is quite unstable. So it gets break off and cleaved, and what will form? This is here the bond will broken, and what we get C2H5OH, that is ethanol. C2H5OH, that is ethanol, plus alkyl iodide CH3I. This is our product. So this is the mechanism of the reaction, that when ether react with hydrogen halide, so first what will happen? Protonation of hydrogen will take place, and here hydrogen is attached to electrophile oxygen and I negative is removed off. And as next step, these two compounds will form an intermediate which is quite unstable and get cleaved off, and the final result which we get is ethanol and alkyl iodide. If we have seen that hydrogen iodide is in excess, so again this alcohol, that is C2H5OH, will react with hydrogen halide, that is HX. और यहाँ पे हमारा X क्या है? It is iodine. HX is iodine. So this OH and H will form as water molecule. It is removed as H2O, and then what is left? C2H5I, that is C2H5I is formed as alkyl iodide. Ethyl iodide is formed. So the main product which we get is RX. This is R and X. So we have discussed the mechanism of the formation of reaction of or cleavage of ether with hydrogen iodide. If both the group are alkyl of first degree, then first degree of primary alkyl halide is formed. If any of them is tertiary alkyl group, then here tertiary halide is formed. Let's see. If one of the alkyl group is tertiary halide, that is CH3, CH3, CH3. It is of first degree and it is of third degree. If any of the alkyl group which is attached to ether is tertiary halide, then tertiary halide is formed as a major product. So in this, if our ether is of first degree alkyl and third degree alkyl is attached, then the reaction will follow as SN1 mechanism, in which tertiary halide is more stable. First what will happen? Formation of carbocation will take place as CH3, CH3, CH3 positive. This is removed off as CH3O negative, CH3O negative. So first is what form? First is formation of carbocation. So first is the formation of carbocation and CH3O negative is formed as a product. Again I am saying that if any of the alkyl group is tertiary halide, that is tertiary alkyl group is attached, then the major product which is formed in the last is tertiary halide. It is not primary halide. Why? Because here it is tertiary halide attached to the ether. So we are discussing about the mechanism of the formation. So first protonation of ether is first formation of carbocation will take place, and यहाँ पे tertiary carbocation is formed, which is more stable. This is more stable because it is because of the plus I effect. Here plus I effect is given here because of the attachment of CH3 group. Now we are going to react with alkyl halide CH3 C CH3 CH3 positive. Now the reaction is take place with hydrogen halide or hydrogen iodide. Means I negative is now attacking here. So this is carbocation, most stable carbocation. So iodine will react with this, led to the formation of tertiary alkyl iodide CH3 CH3 or I. So what we have seen that if one of the alkyl which is attached is tertiary, then tertiary alkyl halide is formed in place of primary halide, and we have discussed the mechanism of this. First formation of carbocation will take place by the SN1 mechanism, and again when the stable carbocation is react with hydrogen iodide, then what will form? Tertiary iodide is formed. Okay. This is all about the reaction or cleavage of ether with hydrogen halide. We have discussed about the mechanism and about all things. Now the second thing that we are going to discuss is electrophilic substitution in ether. Electrophilic substitution in ether. Electrophilic substitution in ether that I am going to discuss. First I want to tell you that the alkoxide group which is attached to ether is reactive in nature, and it is ortho and para-directing in nature. This is what ether. This alkoxy group which is attached is reactive in nature. And ortho and para-directing. Therefore, when bromination, halogenation, nitration, Friedel-Crafts, alkylation, acylation take place, then the compound which is formed is ortho or para-directing group is formed. So so just like alcohol, it has also resonating structures, and therefore it is more stable. Let's discuss about the resonating structure of alkoxy alkyl halide ether. So let's see, this is OR. And now we are going to discuss about the resonating structure of alkyl aryl ether. This is electrophilic in nature. It has the presence of lone pair. So when it donates its lone pair with this, it has given its lone pair to this, or this bond will form as a negative charge. What will form? यहाँ पे डबल बॉन्ड आ जाएगा. O has only one lone pair, positive sign R, or here is negative sign, and the rest is written as it is. Now the third step is here. What is third step? This negative is become a bond, and this bond is become negative charge. Bond बन गया, यहाँ पे negative charge आ गया, और the rest thing is written as same. Now fourth resonating structure. This negative became a bond pair, and this bond become as negative. Now this negative become a bond pair, and this bond pair again get the same structure but of reverse sign. This negative become a bond pair, and this bond pair gives back the lone pair of oxygen, and the rest thing is written as it is. So it has 5 resonating structures, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It has 5 resonating structures, and therefore it is more stable. The more is the resonating structures, the more is stable is the compound, therefore ether is stable. And it is ortho and para-directing in nature. You can see that the negative or electrophilic is here only. At this position, this and this, which is ortho and para-directing in nature. So let's discuss about the halogenation in ether. Halogenation reaction of ether. First is halogenation. When alkyl ral ether, or it is also called as anisole, OCH3. It is also called as anisole. When it is react with bromine in ethanoic acid, in the presence of ethanoic acid, then what will happen? Bromomethoxy ether is formed. Ether is react, or when anisole is react with bromine in ethanoic acid, then ortho-bromo anisole is formed. This is anisole. You remember that this is anisole, and only bromo is attached at ortho position. So ortho-bromo anisole is formed as a product which is minor in nature. And the second one is para-bromoanisole. The second is para-bromoanisole, which is major in nature, as a major product. This is what halogenation of anisole in the presence of ethanoic acid. When bromine is react in the presence of ethanoic acid, then ortho-bromoanisole and para-bromoanisole is formed as a product. Now the second one is Friedel-Crafts reaction. Friedel-Crafts reaction that I am going to discuss. What is Friedel-Crafts reaction? Friedel-Crafts reaction in ether or anisole is the introduction of alkyl or acyl group in ether, or acylation or alkylation will take place in the presence of catalysts such as aluminium chloride, ferribromide. So first we are going to discuss about Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Friedel-Crafts reaction. So this is anisole. So this when anisole react with alkyl chloride CH3Cl, then in the presence of aluminium chloride as a catalyst in CS2 condition, then what will happen? Then CH3 or alkyl is attached as ortho position or para position, or CH3 is attached as para position. What will form when anisole react with CH3 as when anisole react with alkyl chloride in the presence of aluminium or catalysts such as FeBr3, NaAlCl3. So when anisole react with alkyl chloride in the presence of AlCl3, what will form? 2-methoxy. This is toluene. The 2-methoxy toluene and 4-methoxy toluene will form. 4-methoxy toluene will form as a major product. This is minor in nature and this is major product. Okay, so this is Friedel-Crafts alkylation in which alkyl chloride is formed. Now I am going to discuss about Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. What in acylation, CH3COCl is attached in the place of alkyl chloride. This is anisole, and when it is treated with CH3COCl, then what will form? 2-methoxyacetophenone. What will form? Here 2 position 2-methoxy COCH3 OCH3. Here what will form? OCH3 COCH3. When anisole react with acyl chloride, then 2-methoxyacetophenone and 4-methoxyacetophenol will form. यहाँ पे भी COCH3 attached हो जाएगा and the rest is written as it is. So what will form? 4-methoxyacetophenone. So when anisole react with acyl chloride, then 2-methoxyacetophenone and 4-methoxyacetophenone will form as a product. This is minor in nature and this is a major product. So this is all about Friedel-Crafts reaction. First I have discussed about alkylation, in which alkyl chloride is react, and the second one which we have discussed is acylation, in which acyl chloride is react. In condition is in aluminium chloride, in the presence of aluminium or FeBr3 as a catalyst. Okay, this is all about Friedel-Crafts reaction. Now I am going to discuss about nitration in anisole. Now the last reaction in electrophilic substitution is nitration, and it is you are familiar about nitration, that nitration will take place, or nitration of anisole will take place if it is react with concentrated nitric, that is HNO3 or H2SO4. When anisole react with concentrated nitric or sulfuric acid in the presence of these two acids, then nitro group is introduced at ortho and para position. This is NO2 and the rest is written as it is OCH3. NO2 and the rest is OCH3. So when anisole react with concentrated nitric or sulfuric acid, then what will happen? Nitro group is introduced at ortho, which is known as 2-nitroanisole, ortho-nitroanisole, and here 4-nitroanisole or para-nitroanisole is formed. So this is all about electrophilic substitution reaction in nitration. We have discussed first halogenation, second that we have discussed is Friedel-Crafts reaction, third reaction in the electrophilic substitution ether is nitration, which is taking place in the presence of concentrated nitric or sulfuric acid. Then what will form? Ortho and para-directing groups will form. And the cleavage of the RO bond or CX bond in ether we have discussed and its mechanism. So this is all about electrophilic substitution reaction in ether, and with this the chapter ends.